Welcome to School Focus. I'm your host, Melissa Payne. Swans Creek Elementary School students had a great opportunity to meet some of their favorite authors. We'll have that story in a moment. But first, the Eagles Running Club and PTO at Leesylvania Elementary School have announced their inaugural 5K and 1 mile fun run. The event, which is being sponsored by CrossFit 703, will take place on Friday, May 16th at the school. The 1 mile fun run will begin at 6 p.m., followed by the 5K starting at 6:30 p.m. All proceeds raised from the event will benefit the PTO, and a donation will be made to the St. Baldrick's Foundation, a volunteer organization that raises money for childhood cancer research. To register, visit active.com and search for Leesylvania Elementary School.
And now, please welcome the host with the most, the Grand Master of Disaster, the MC of Tee-hee-hee, holding a grudge.
The Endangered Authors Tour made a stop at Swans Creek Elementary School. The tour features 4 authors of popular children's books. The program is designed like a game show. Each author had a chance to tell more about their books and how they were inspired to write these series. Jennifer Choldenko, writer of the Tales from Alcatraz series, was up first. She explained how she did research by visiting Alcatraz, which was a federal prison from 1933 to 1963, located on the island of Alcatraz in the San Francisco Bay. The Books of Elsewhere series by Jacqueline West takes readers on scary adventures through the eyes of an 11-year-old girl. She travels into antique paintings that hang in an old house.
So I have lots of strange fears, but actually I think that really helps me as a writer of scary stories. Because if I can describe why something is scary to me, then hopefully I can make it scary to you too.
Author C. Alexander London admitted to students that when he was young, he didn't like to read. But he did like to watch TV and tell stories about the characters from his favorite TV shows. So as an adult, he became an author in order to write books that he hopes children will like to read. In his book, We Are Not Eaten by Yaks, the main characters would rather be watching TV. Instead, their dad insists that they travel with him while he goes in search of their mother, who is missing. Students from Potomac Middle School who read Curtis Joblin's Werewolf series were invited to attend the event as well. Mr. Joblin explained to students how the legend of Gellert, based in the country of Wales, was the inspiration for a scene in his book, Werewolf, Rise of the Wolf. At the end of each author's presentation, host Holden A. Grudge asked students a few questions about the books. The students did answer correctly, but his last question was always a bogus question that students answered incorrectly, allowing him the chance to scare the authors with threats of doing bodily harm. His plan never worked though, and by the end of the program, to the delight of the students, it was he who ended up with all of the punishments.
This is an opportunity of a lifetime for students to be able to get to see authors of books that they've read. They get to see that they're people just like we are. They often share their shortcomings with students, but let them know that this is definitely something that they can reach for. I believe that it increases them wanting to read.
Bookworm Central also helped coordinate the program. They arranged for students to purchase their own copies of the featured books. Third grader Taylor Mervin is a big fan of the Elsewhere series.
I like this series because I can relate to it, plus it has a connection with my life.
To find out more about these authors and their books, visit the publisher's website. Students had a chance to get autographs and talk personally with the authors. School librarian Judy Swank was excited to see the delight in her students' eyes. That's it for this edition of School Focus. Join us next time as we bring you more news and highlights from around the school division.